Hey guys, I got a new video for you today, and we're going to be looking at a pretty interesting knife. This is from a company called Petrified Fish, and I have seen them making their rounds on YouTube. A lot of knife reviewers have been, for a little over a year talking about this particular brand because their knives are pretty interesting. They don't break the bank. They're pretty reasonably priced. And they're great EDC knives. So I've actually been carrying this guy off and on as part of my EDC for about a month and a half now, and I wanted to go ahead and showcase it to you because this is my first petrified fish knife, and I think it's one of pretty much one of the ones that a lot of people ends up being their first knives. But this one being the smaller version of it. So let's go ahead and take a look at it. It comes in this box right here. You can actually slide the sleeve there, and then you take off the top, and inside is the knife itself. Now, before we get to the knife, let's go ahead and take a look at some of the other accessories that come in here. You do get a little cleaning cloth there. You get a couple of spare washers here, and then some spare screws as well. So that's really cool that they do include those, because if you are the type of person that takes your knives apart or something happens and you want to do that, you do have some of the hardware and accessories that already came with it. So that's pretty cool. So the first thing that actually caught my eye from this guy is the color. I don't think I have either that many or any other knives in yellow. So this is really nice. This is yellow G10 handle, which is nice and vibrant. It's kind of like a mustardy yellow, which is nice, and obviously it sets it apart from a lot of the other knives in my collection and a lot of other knives out there, especially something nice for EDC purposes. So again, this is the Petrified Fish, and this particular model is called the Beluga. I think some people refer to this one as the Baby Beluga just because it's the smaller version of the Beluga. This is the one that comes in at 2.99 inches as far as the blade length, but we'll go ahead and talk about the different specs and stuff like that on the knife in a little bit. So this one is again the yellow G10 handles, and this one actually has a black stonewash blade. You can get it in either the black stonewash or in a sandblasted option. I'm not sure if the sandblast option is available in the G10. I think the yellow G10. I think some of the other colors that the handle comes in is available in the sandblasted, but in the yellow G10, you only get the black stonewash. But I did want to mention that because it is available in red and orange and green and a couple other configurations as far as the Baby Beluga here. All right, so taking a look at or talking about some of the specs, we're going to talk about the total length on the knife here, and the total length is 6.8 inches. So again, it is a smaller size knife, perfect for EDC carry because it conceals really, really nice in the pocket, so you don't even feel it when you have it clipped onto your pocket. The blade length, again, as I mentioned, is 2.99 inches. It is 14C28N on the blade material, which is pretty good for EDC purposes. It's holds a decent edge, but it's easy to go ahead and sharpen back up if you needed to do that. Again, this particular one is the black stonewash blade. It comes to a really, really wicked point, which is really nice. Nice and lightweight, which is what I do really like about it because it's very easy to carry as far as for EDC purposes. Taking a look around the knife, you do have the logo right here on the pivot screw, so Petrified Fish right there. You do have a little logo right there on the blade, and then on the opposite side, it's very, very small, but you do have the blade steel, and I believe that is the like the serial number of the knife itself, but it's so small, even in the camera, it's kind of hard to see, but again, it does say 14C28N right there. On the pocket clip here, you do have the word Beluga, which denotes this particular model. Again, some people refer to this guy as the Baby Beluga. Let me go ahead and shut the blade so we can take a look at the pocket clip a little bit easier. You do have some recess screws right in there because the clip is reversible for left or right hand carry, tip up only, obviously. You do have a yellow backspacer right here, which kind of matches the G10 scales, and then you do have some skeletonized liners right in there. And then it's really cool. The backspacer kind of dips down right here, and it creates a lanyard attachment point right there, which is nice. The pocket clip is deep right, which is really nice. Again, with its being so light, it makes it really easy to carry. And then all your hardware is going to be black as well, the black stone wash to kind of match the blade and the rest of the aesthetics. This is a front flipper. I don't really like front flippers. I tend to have problems flipping the blade out. I kind of get it 50% of the time, but because you do have these fullers up top right there on either side of the blade, I don't know if you guys can see it, it makes it really easy to spidey flick it. So if you wanted to do that, which is my preferred method to deploy the blade, you can go ahead and do that. If not, you do have your front flipper right there that kind of sticks up a little bit, and then you do have a little bit of jimping right there, so your thumb will kind of catch on that. And again, you can go ahead and deploy it. So this is a liner lock, as you see right there. Lockup is nice and tight, very solid. And then you disengage it, and it is nice and centered. Now the blade, because you do have those floors on either side, you do have this little dip right here, which looks really cool. Not really sure if it's anything besides aesthetic as far as purpose for that, but it looks really nice. And I do love the belly on this blade. It slices very nice. Again, it came razor sharp right out of the box, as your knives should be. So go ahead and close the blade and take a look at it a little bit closer here. Really cool color. I love that yellow G10. It's really awesome, that kind of mustardy. It's not a bright yellow, which can be a little bit off-putting sometimes. So this one right here, you know, it looks really nice, and especially because they partnered it with that black stonewash blade, which I think makes it look a lot nicer. Oh, there we go. Okay, come on, there we go. All right. So obviously, because of the size, it does take a little bit more getting used to go ahead and deploy it that way, as you saw there, but fits really nice in the hand. I can get a full 4-finger purchase on the blade. It is very comfortable. No sole spots or anything like that on it, and it is a great EDC option. So if you guys have not heard of this brand, Petrified Fish, I recommend that you check them out. I believe I got this one off of Amazon, because they have them all over Amazon, but you can go directly on their site if you wanted to go ahead and pick one up. Again, this is the Beluga, the smaller version, so the Baby Beluga, and they do have a larger version of this. So if you guys like this style, but you want something a little bit larger, obviously being larger handle and larger blade, then go ahead and check that one out. If not, check out a lot of the other styles that they have. They have a lot of really cool, interesting looking styles and colors and stuff like that in a lot of their blades, and I think you can't go wrong because they are very reasonably priced. I think the Baby Beluga here was about $45 if I'm not mistaken, so that's a great deal for what you're getting and the type of neck that you're getting. So there it is. Let me know if you guys have any questions. Thanks.